Hey, can you guys hear my mic? Hey Jacob, hey Synth Great. Yeah, thanks. I started this track yesterday and quite like it, so I thought I'd work on it live for a bit. So you've got a basic idea down, and now I need to flesh it out into a bit of a layout. Are you getting any feedback from my speakers? Let's maybe start making an intro. I think I'm going to open with this little vocal thing. And maybe some percussive stuff. Let's see. You can introduce the bass over here. Can't see me. Oh, what's happened? What are you seeing? Hang on. See if that fixes it. Better? I think I'm just going to redo these automations. Start again. Okay. So maybe we shouldn't just go straight into it like that. I think we need a bit of a break over here. And introduce this a little bit earlier, maybe. Actually, let's maybe some Henry Size style. I don't know who that is, actually. I've never listened to him. Or them. Duplicate this section out. I think I need to add in some sort of lead. No, the intro is very basic at the moment, but I'll come back to it when we have more elements. Maybe like a vocal shout. Something tribal. Something like that. Do we need to pitch this into the right key? Doesn't sound very nice at the moment, but we can work on it. See, reverb always fixes things. That shimmer. try something from Contact, maybe I just want to try and make like a counter melody for this. Just to kind of like play against the bass line. We can try a piano. I actually haven't been using piano much. Okay, now we need to just make this sound pretty. And strum these. Cut out some of that low end. You put this after the echo. Okay, let's see how it sounds rhythmically. Let's try dotted eighth notes. Yeah, I think that sounds better. Let's see. Everything line up. So I've added some swing to the bass line. So I've just got to be careful every time I add something. You can see it's not perfectly on the grid. And every time I add something, I need to make sure that it's also not perfectly on the grid. Except these notes are fine because these are eighth notes. And the swing is only on the 16th, as you can see over there. And over there, they're pushed forward a bit. I'm just going to loop this section and then play more with the piano. And capture it. Just turn this off for a sec. Maybe we can put this on this note. Make sure that this lines up again. Where is it? Oh man. Let's hear how this phrase sounds now. Something funny about the delay on this. Might be because it's swung that it doesn't feel right. No. Is G sharp the root note of the tune? Yeah, it's written in G sharp minor. This is the bass line. Yeah, sure, I can show you the Diva preset. So here it is. So it's pretty basic. It's really just one oscillator. You can barely hear the other oscillator. And that's a saw wave, and then it just goes into a filter cutoff over here. And then we've got some decay. Basically make it into a plucky sound using the this envelope, which is routed to the cutoff. And then I'm modulating or automating this parameter, the LFO2, and that is what's kind of like making it open and close. So you can watch that moving up, moving down, and it gets more and more energy. And then it takes it away. Yeah, so this second oscillator is switched on and it's 2 octaves higher. I was thinking of maybe layering it in at some point. I don't know how it sounds in the tune though. feel like I don't know if I really like this tribal yell. Maybe something shorter. If we pitch it up an octave. Can't even really hear what that is anymore. Yeah, so the advantages of using Diva over Serum, I just like the sounds that come out of Diva sometimes. So like with Serum is a great synth and you can make like really aggressive and intricate sounds in it. And Diva, it's almost like you lose a bit of control and you just got very basic sounds, but you can make like more analog sounds which suit this style a bit better. Especially when you start playing with the noise oscillator. I know you can do the same thing in Serum, but it just doesn't sound the same. And this is like an emulation of like the Mini Moog, or Mini Mono, sorry. The filters on the Moog synth sound really good. So you can't really, like I know that Serum models those same filters, but I just don't think they sound as good. And then it's got a bunch of other effects that I really like this rotary sound. On the bass line, if you listen to this rotary, you can hear exactly what it does. Hang on. So if you just turn that up, let's switch it off. You can hear how it adds like some proper growl to it. So that effect is really good. I love it. And then just the way the oscillators sound and the way the filters and everything work. It's not like super perfect, so every time you play a note it'll be slightly different. It's a little bit chaotic and it just feels a little bit more human than Serum. Yeah, definitely recommend buying Diva. It's really good. What do you think of this piano? Should I keep it or maybe try something else? Maybe I can try like a trumpet or something in place of the piano. Hey man, I like your workflow. I'm a Logic user, but I learned a lot from your vids. Good stuff, man. Yeah, I've never used Logic, but I've actually switched from Mac to PC recently, so I can't really use Logic anyway. Okay, so let's try out well, maybe a string would be nice. Yeah, I've actually got a few tracks that I'm working on releasing. I can show them to you guys if you want to hear them. I've got one coming out, I think in July. So here's one that I've been working on with a friend that I'm quite happy with. I don't know when this is going to come out. I'll just fast forward to the exciting bit. Yeah, this one's finished, and I'm just trying to find a label for it at the moment. I didn't actually make the vocal chops for this one. Well, I made the reverse vocal over here. That's just a normal, some vocal from Splice, and I just reversed it and added reverb to it. Just hang on, I've got someone at the door. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, and I'll put on my other song in the meantime. Where is it? Indigo. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, guys. Okay, I'm back. Original Smurf. Yeah, thanks man, really appreciate it. Yeah, so this song's gonna come out on a record, on a label called Vibes, I think in July. It actually got played recently at a Matt Lang concert. Anyway, enough of that. Should we get back to the tune? I don't think I like strings here. I've got this one sample that I made ages ago that I keep using. It's this one. It's just some brass, but I love it. Just have to play it in the right octave. Okay, maybe the piano works best over there. And then I can just maybe lower the delay over here, because the delay just doesn't work with that swung note. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Play with some reverb. Let's try shimmer again. That could work. Yeah, we can use the brass, but I just don't think it worked very well over there. Let's try doing something else with it. Okay, let me just freeze this, otherwise it annoys me. think I've got an idea for this. Let's see. Okay, just want to listen to this again to refresh my memory. Okay, I think we need to also add some ride cymbals and to give it some energy. So I'm gonna actually do this with MIDI. Let's find a nice ride. Need to remember to add the groove to it. And I want to kind of push this out to the side, so I'm just going to pan it around with this auto filter. riser hats will go well, verb and filtered. Should we try some reverb on them? I think the perfect reverb for this is Pro R. I love this reverb. If you haven't tried it, you definitely should. You can mess with basically the whole EQ shape of the reverb over here. You can even just try out some presets. So like I feel like the reverb needs to be quite long. Let's see what else they have here. Yeah, maybe a bit shorter. See how that sounds. Maybe we can just compress it a bit too. There's another sample I want to use here. By the way, if do you know Inama? Does anybody know who Inama is? It's one of my favorite artists. Anyway, he has a tutorial on what's it called again? Sonic Academy. And in the tutorial he provides you with a few samples and they're all really good. So yeah, there's a tip for you. Go and get those samples. Yeah, I think this might work nicely here. This little gated noise loop that he made. Yeah, I love how the noise loop kind of like opens up over here and then closes again. That change in energy just works so well. Okay, maybe we should start working on a bit of a breakdown. Let's put a crash here. if we take the bass away and just start playing with these notes? It doesn't feel right. Trying to figure out what to do with this. I think we might do well with just changing this bass line around and playing with it. Let's delete all this automation. You can either have it come close the filter or open it up and add a whole bunch of energy. Yeah, I think more energy will work better. Just keep bringing it up. Okay, let's try this. I feel like what we can do is maybe bring in something else, or maybe, I don't know. maybe even darker arps in the beginning of the break. Could do that with this. Play with the second oscillator and start fading that into. Yeah, maybe at the end we can drop the filter down, or maybe drop the envelope down. Okay, let's see. This has been switched off. What I'm going to do is, instead of drawing this automation in, I'm just going to record it in, because then you can like really play with the emotion and feel it. So let me just record this. Okay, that was a little bit early. Wasn't actually. Let's maybe move these over. Okay, so before we go into the next drop, what I can do is add some more stuff in here and build it up a bit. Should we do a snare roll? Snare roll might work. Let's just use a 909 snare. I've got a whole pack of 909 samples here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where I got that from, but we'll try that one. Actually, let me do this with MIDI. Forgot to put the snare there. And the groove. And let's also add some randomness. Oh no, wait, you can do that with velocity, I think. Velocity. Just so that each one's slightly different. And maybe some reverb, a bit of Valhalla room, just a touch. And then what we do is just fade it in. We can make this really long. Yeah, this has actually gone. That's why I was out of time, because this is a whole bar too long. So we can move that back. Okay, that's cool, but we also need some sort of a riser. So sweep. You know what? Since I'm streaming, might as well make everything. Well, as much as we can. So. Maybe I can bring this in over there. Oh, where's my serum? Want you over here? Turn that off. Okay, now Easy way to do this is with an LFO. Let's bring this down. 8 bars. Okay, and now we can put a band pass in here, put it on the noise. Here's the resonance. Start this a bit higher, even higher. And shimmer's great for these because what shimmer does is it shifts the frequency up, so it'll be constantly be climbing. And see how that sounds. Also maybe add some auto pan to this just to make it a little more interesting. Yeah, sure, I can share this after I'm done. I'm not sure if YouTube automatically saves the streams. I've never actually streamed before. This is the first time, so I don't know if I have to record it somehow on YouTube. Yeah, I'm not sure how. I'll have to Google it. this might add some energy. Oh, it saves them automatically. It's good. Yeah, so maybe in this section we can change the bass line. I'm not sure I want this to close. I think we lose a lot of energy when we close it again. Let's just try and keep it open and then might be wrong. We definitely need to make some big changes here, because I don't think having this same ARP play through the entire song is going to stay interesting. Maybe we can hold this. Actually, see if we can find some other sort of vocal to play with. those work quite nicely. What will it sound like to frequency shift these? Don't know if it'll sound good, but try shift them in. Doesn't sound nice. Maybe we can fade this in with some reverb. Let's use room. Just going to use the gain here to fade them in volume wise. I've just got to go. Someone's at my door quickly. I'll put this on loop and be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. Hello, Zachariah. Welcome to the stream. Okay, what else can we do to change up the second drop? Let's try out some Spire. Hey Vinin, thank you. Vinian, am I saying that right? Oh, Vincent. So what are you guys working on music too? Does anybody have something to show? Happy to give a little bit of feedback if you want. Where's this? Looking for all the leads. There we go. Hey Ramnik, yeah sure, send it over and I'll check it out. Do I use Splice? Yes I do. Do I do these live streams regularly? No, I don't actually. This is the first one I've done, but I didn't think anybody would actually watch, and it seems like people are watching, so I'll keep doing them. I don't know why, but I just feel like all the melodies I'm making are ascending, like this bass line keeps going up, and now this is going up, but it sounds right. You know what, I have a better idea for this. Maybe we can make it more rhythmic and be a bit more original by not using presets. Although there's nothing wrong with using presets. Oh, speaking of presets, these are my own ones that I've made. It's actually my website, basicwaves.com, and these are for sale there. This is sounding like Boris Brecker. Oh, that's pretty cool. I do like him. What I wanted to do was play with this cool little thing, tremolator. I use this a lot. It's a great way to make like interesting rhythms out of sustained sounds. It's basically just an LFO, like a volume gate kind of thing. So you can have like simple rhythms with it. Ooh. What if we pitch bend this slightly? Just right at the end. Just slightly like that. Could work. Just to give it that tiny bit of dissonance. I love the sound of that. We can do it somewhere else. Just to like these slight little things that you do, you don't think are going to make a big difference, but they just give things a bit of emotion. Okay, so now does this make sense from here? Let's check it out. Doesn't really work because everything gets really buried over here. If we remove the crash and this, these ideas don't even come to my mind. Yeah, I feel like after a number of years of doing the same thing over and over again, you start getting bored of doing that same thing over and over again, and then the little things like that is what gets you excited, and you do them more and more, and then your music improves. So yeah, keep working at it and those ideas will start coming. I'm gonna do here is just open this filter up a bit. Another problem with this drop and why it's not really hitting hard is this kick has got no top end on it. So what we can do to fix that is just for this drop, add like a bit more of a click to it. Let's just find something like a hat. Maybe not a hat. Yeah, Cashmere's got all these tops. See, that kick works in the first drop, but and maybe we can have the crash, but it doesn't have to be as long. And another thing I want to use here is this gated noise loop. Just put that over here. Add that back in. Wonder how it would sound if we just had all of the stuff in here. Should we try this little trick? Oh, we forgot these tops. Not good. that also doesn't really work. The energy needs to be there. Let's just check out the... Okay. You're trying to produce similar stuff with some Indian touch, but couldn't because you're a beginner. Well, I think you just need to get the right sounds. So, like, even doing Indian stuff, you need to incorporate like Indian, I don't know, musical equipment like sitars and stuff. I think you've probably seen my video where I make the Indian influenced one. And then you need to get like some Indian percussion and also use like an Indian scale. Yeah, if you guys want to send me songs, I don't know if you can paste links in here. Who sent me a song earlier? Is it Remnick? I don't know. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name right. Yeah, you try to send me a song. I don't see a link though. And Jacob, you want to share a tune on Splice? Yeah, if it's something I can just stream, then send me that Splice link, or just send me a private SoundCloud link, Dropbox link, whatever you want, and I'll check it out. You can find me on Instagram, It's bound to divide. My username is just bound to divide. You should be able to find me there. My name on Splice is 0 Day, I think. Why don't you rather just send me a private SoundCloud link or Dropbox or something? It's a bit easier, I think. Did you want to share like a whole project with me, or just, you know, bounce out the wave or MP3 and send it my way? I think that's probably easier. Yeah, Remnick, sorry, I don't see anything. I don't know if you're allowed to paste links. Yeah, let me just check the settings. Stream options. Let's see. Can somebody try and send me a link again and see if that works? Because I don't see it. How about we collab and release a track? Yeah, I don't really have time for collabs at the moment. I'm busy working with another 2 guys on a track, on 2 tracks, and I've got like a bunch of tracks that I'm busy working on, so maybe in the future. Yeah, that's strange. I don't see any options to block or allow. Enable live chat, enable slow mode, allow embedding. Allow all comments. How about I make a Discord for all of us, and then you guys can... Do you guys use Discord? Does anybody here use Discord? Okay, I'll create a server. What? Server settings. Okay. Okay, and now if I just paste it in the chat. Yeah, get on Discord. Everybody uses Discord. Come on, guys. It's 2020. Time to get on Discord, bros. There we go, people joining. Yeah, if somebody was talking about Indian influence earlier. There's some Indian stuff. And then I just turned that into like a bit of a drone. Okay, let's just hear how this track's sounding. Yeah, if you guys want to just send your music here in general chat, I'll set up the Discord properly later. Where do you get the vocal samples from? Yeah, mostly from Splice. People also send me sample packs. I also produce sample packs. How did you learn to use Diva so well? Any particular tips? Yeah, so I just learned sound design mostly by making sample packs. Like I've made quite a few sample packs. I'll show you. If you go to and you just search for my name. Yeah, you'll see here's a bunch of sample packs that I've made. And in each one of them I've made like, hundreds of snares and kicks, and especially when you are making drums, you learn how to use a synth properly. Because making drums is quite difficult, like especially to make them sound really good. It's can show you quickly. For example, if we open up Serum, here's a few. Like here's a clap. Clap that I've made. And you sit there and you make like hundreds and thousands of these things, and eventually you start to learn how to use a synth. Maybe these aren't the best examples. I don't know if you guys want to watch me make some drums, or if you prefer me to work on the song. But yeah, basically, if you want to get good at sound design and learn how to make great sounds, the best way, I think, is to just sit down and make drums, because you learn how to use all your LFOs and your envelopes and pitch bends and stuff, and you really figure out how sound actually works. And another way to do it is to just reverse engineer presets. So for example, like looking at this preset, you would go in here and maybe turn things off one by one, so we can see, turn off the reverb, turn off the delay, then look at the filter. What's the filter doing? It's on both of the oscillators, so that's how it sounds without the filter. So now we know that the filter is making the sound a bit darker. And then you move on to the oscillators. We can see one's pitched up really high, one's normal, and the high one, what's the high one doing? The high one's adding like a really high metallic tone to it and making it sound more like a bell. And then you start looking at things like, what are these things doing? So we're FMing from the noise oscillator. It's one of my favorite tricks. It can really make like a synth go dirty, and it's kind of like lo-fi. And then you start looking at the envelope and playing with it and seeing what it does. And messing with the noise. Yeah, and just keep doing that with presets that you like. That's another way to learn. One more way is what's it called? Syntorial. Yeah, you can try this for free. Basically, it's just like a bit of software. They have a synth, and then they give you lessons, and you have to just remake presets. So check that out if you haven't. And yeah, that's it. Just keep practicing. Too loud. You know what I think we can actually do here? Let's just have this extend out the entire way, and then bring the change in. Oh, these people are joining the Discord. Okay, so this is from Vincent. So this is your track, right? Is Vincent still here?
Everything that you want is in your grasp. Everything that I want is in my grasp.
Yeah, I quite like this ARP. It sounds pretty good. Kick sounds nice. Hat sounds good.
Everything.
Yeah, over there where I would add a bit more of a transition if I was you. I mean, I don't know if this is a finished track and you actually want feedback on how to improve it, but maybe just like a sweep and like an impact or something, because it kind of just drops out and then you've got just a single little crash.
Everything, everything, everything I want to. Everything I want to.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but this vocalist I just don't think is... I don't know if it's you singing, but Freddie Joplin. I just feel like, you know, maybe needs a bit of practice without coming across too rude. Could maybe just test out some splice samples, or, you know, tune the vocals a bit better or something. They're just not very good. But so far the actual instrumental's quite good. I don't hear much problems, like the mix sounds decent, I can hear the bass clearly. Snare comes through nicely. The vocal sounds okay here when he's like talking, but it's just... his voice sounds like really strained, like he's struggling to hit that note and to hold that note. I think over here the bass could be a bit more present, so maybe just turn it up a bit, turn the sub up a bit, and yeah, I'm not really hearing any bass. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it sounds fine. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if this guy's even still here, Vincent. But if you want my honest advice, I would remove these vocals and just release those as an instrumental. They just don't really work very well. Where is this? I want to be there by the beach.
1, 2.
Yeah, the pad's nicely mixed. On the ARP you could maybe just play with the release a bit on the cutoff. Just to add some interest and maybe pan it around. Try some auto pan. If you're in Ableton. If you're not, you can find plugins like Pan Man to auto pan stuff around.
Everything is in your grasp. Everything. Everything is in my grasp.
Yeah, man, good work on the instrumental. I think you should keep working on it and find something like what's her name? Kara. She's got some nice vocals, trancey vocals, like these.
I don't wanna stop in this life.
You know, like for trance, you want some like really emotional, euphoric vocals that are like tuned perfectly and just sound great, like these. Like even if I just drop these into my tune, they'll sound fine. See if I tune this to.
In this life. In this life.
Okay, well, maybe not that one.
In this life. In this. In this life. In this life.
Sometimes it's fun to just take these vocals and reverse them and see what happens. And get like interesting melodies by doing this. Like that one sounds quite nice.
Don't forget.
Do this and then you put things like echo on it. Start messing with that. Put that in before a drop or something. You're not there. Maybe not that ending. That might be cool to scatter around the track. Some shimmer on it. You could even just like use something like this as the intro to a track. Yeah, so Zachariah, that's what I was saying, like these vocals are all just so perfectly produced that you can literally just drop them into your track and they work well. The only thing I'll say is that you're going to sound like everybody else unless you do what I'm doing, which is like reversing stuff and adding reverb and tuning it, pitch bending it, you know, changing the timing. Just make sure you do that, otherwise you'll just sound like everybody else. And Jan, yeah, post the track in Discord. I'm going to listen to these two and then I'm going to take a break for lunch. Then I'll be back later. Let me just save this track. Okay. Tameli, Jua Music, is he in the chat still? It's gone offline. What's the Discord link? I pasted it earlier on. If I can send it again. Hang on. There's the chat. There's the Discord link. Okay. He's here. Let's check this one out. Yeah, I like the vibe of this so far. That vocal that's like stuttered sounds cool, like when it's playing the tonic of the track, the root note. I also like the way it goes up and down at the end, but I just feel like it's already getting a little bit repetitive and you just need to make subtle changes to it. So try play the filter, drop a filter on it and just bring it up and down and maybe pan it around. And yeah. The drums sound nice. I like them. They're kind of like acoustic sounding drums. The groove is good. All the sounds work well together. That pad sounds really nice. Yeah, that stuttered vocal, it starts to, you know, like lose its novelty. It sounds really nice in the beginning. Actually, and then like together with that other vocal it sounds really nice, but I think really like filter it out in this section, or just drop it all together in this section, just to make some change. Maybe you can change the pattern that it's playing, like the melody, or even like add some harmonies to it or something. Another idea is, I see Flume does this quite a lot, is the snares, like make every second or every fourth snare slightly different. So like one thing that sounds really nice is if you take, for example, you've got like let's just find a snare. Okay, so I'm just doing a very rough example of this. So let's say this is your snare, and this is your loop. We don't have any kicks in it. Let me just add a kick for example's sake. I know this is not the same pattern that you were playing or the same tempo, but just to illustrate the example. So let's just take like a reverb, a plate reverb or something. And then what you want to do is just add some reverb on this, like a gated reverb almost, on this one. And on this one, maybe bring the reverb up like that. So there you've already got like a bit of interest like that. Another thing you can do is like layer in something, I don't know, some Foley or something, like keys. You know, you take some Foley like this. Maybe we can put it on this one. You just layer that in. And that just adds to the groove and creates a bit more interest in the drum loop. And then what you do is you just extend that out, and then you make, you know, an even more of a change to it. So like in this one, you maybe find another example. So now this entire loop is unique. This one is unique, and this one is unique. And all these little differences, like the listener will pick up on, like subconsciously, and it'll just keep the tune grooving nicely. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Okay, let's listen to that. Yeah, this section sounds really nice. I love the like little piano notes, I think. Along with the strings and the pads, everything sounds really emotional and nice. I think like a rain sample or some vinyl crackle would also add some nice texture to it. Yeah, when that first comes in, it sounded a little bit out of key to me. I don't know if there is a note that's out. It might just be, I don't know, some harmonics that you need to EQ out. Might also be because I've been making music for ages and my ears are broken. It does sound nice though. I still like that melody. I think everything sounds quite nice. I don't know if you've added any swing to it. It doesn't sound like the swing. I think you should try adding some swing. You can do that quite easily in Ableton with the groove pool. Over here, that female vocal, I would remove that on the drop. Yeah, I would remove that female vocal on the drop over there and then bring it back in like, 16 bars later or whatever. I think this is like, it's more of like a hip-hop instrumental. I think it might sound cool with some hip-hop vocal on it, but it's still really chilled on its own. I like it. Yeah, so I think if you just do a whole bunch, make a lot of variations, like just subtle things, it'll improve it a lot, add some swing. And yeah. Okay, last one, and then I need to take a bit of a break. Just play it through here. Jacob. Is Jacob still here? Okay, cool. The groove is nice on this. I like those snares that I'm hitting just before the kick. That little, I don't know, what is that, like a grain delay that you have on there or something? That little weird percussion thing that's pitching around. I'm not a big fan of that. It's weird, just not my taste, but it kind of does fit the track, so don't take my word for it. If you like it, keep it. Nothing wrong with it, it's not my style. I like that you've variated your claps, so it sounds like you got a different layer on every second clap, so that's good. The bass line, I think you should filter it out. Yeah, I would filter out the bass line and just open that filter over time, because the bass line's getting a bit boring and repetitive after a while. The drums sound good, the kick sounds good.
And so am I.
I like those vocals, they sound really nice. I want them. It's got a really nice voice. Yeah, so there I quite like what you've done there. So it sounds like you brought in like a fifth or something. Is that a fifth? Yeah, that adds a nice like dark vibe to it. Okay, so another thing I want to say is I feel like you need to remove the kick somewhere. Just, it's been playing throughout the entire thing, and just taking it away for a few bars like does wonders for the energy of the track. So just find somewhere where you can drop the kick for a few bars and then bring it back in. Yeah, it's always a good idea to sample vocals from actual songs, as long as you can hide them well enough that you don't get sued. But generally you won't get sued unless you're like, a huge producer and you make millions off the track. Connor, do we donate to get a track review? No donations yet. I haven't set that up. This is the last track that I'm doing now. I'm just going to go and take a break. But if you want to drop your track in next time I'm on, I'll check it out and give you some feedback. Yeah, so I feel like this whole section over here is really nice. This section gets boring quite quickly. And I think, you just need to work on that a bit, make some changes, create like a proper full structure, like have an intro and then have a chorus or drop or whatever you want to call it, then a breakdown where maybe you change the bass or something, change a few of the instruments, and then bring them all back in for the final bit of this area. I feel like this is like the climax of it. So that should be your final like drop. Just find a song that you really like, drop it into your DAW and literally copy the structure exactly the same. So take out drums when they take out drums, put them back when they put it back, and that way you just start to learn how to do it, automatically, and you develop an ear for a good structure.
And so am I.
Yeah, good work. Nice choice of vocal. I like the track. I think you can improve on it. Yeah, good work, man. Nice one. Alright, guys. I'm going to take a break, get some lunch, do a little bit of work, and then maybe I'll be back on. I will send a message here next time on. Make sure that you put your bell notification on YouTube so that you get a notification next time I'm on. And yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.